Hi, my name is Derek Pear, and I'm the business development lead at NuCypher. NuCypher is a data privacy layer for blockchain and decentralized applications. And I just want to show off our demo for the MOBI Grand Challenge hackathon. Basically, we're going to show a demo about sharing vehicular diagnostic data. NuCypher uses something called proxy re-encryption, which is a more scalable form of public key encryption. And basically, it allows the ability to transform encrypted data from being encrypted under one public key into a different public key without ever decrypting the data. So it's very good for use cases where secure data sharing is paramount. So in this demo, Alicia has a car with an onboard device, and that device is going to generate some encrypted diagnostic data using a policy public key that Alicia provides. Eventually, she wants to share this data with someone, but this could be like an insurance company to save her on insurance premiums, perhaps, or to resolve some accident. But to do so, that data is encrypted, so she has to grant access to her insurance company, Bob. And she can do so by generating something called a re-encryption key and issuing that to the NuCypher network. When Bob wants to access the encrypted data, he will then communicate with the NuCypher network to get that data re-encrypted so that he can then decrypt it with his private key. So the data gets re-encrypted into being under Bob's public key so that he can use it. He can decrypt it using his private key. And so this demo is available on our GitHub, so feel free to check it out. There's instructions on there for running it. So just to show off what it looks like. So what we're going to do here is we're basically running an Ursula, which is our term for a node on the NuCypher network. This is just a local node. It's not running a full network, but it's a single node, and it's going to act just like the network would. And then we're going to run the demo. So you can see that there's some initial communication there just to get things going. And now the demo is running. So we have the various actors, Alicia, Enrico, and Bob. And so Alicia can create a policy key for Enrico to use to encrypt the data. So we take that policy key. And so now Enrico is going to generate encrypted data based using that public key. So this is what the plain text would look like. But the data is stored in a database just in an encrypted form, and this is encrypted using Alicia's public key. Now, if Bob wants to access that data, obviously Bob can't decrypt that data because he doesn't have the requisite private key. So Bob can provide his public key, so his public key would be known, and Alicia can then use that public key to grant access to Bob. These are properties that could be provided to the policy, the NuCypher network policy. So you can see policy duration, it's an M of n scheme. In this case, we're only using one node, so these values should really be 1. And so now Alicia can grant access to Bob, and you can see that there was some communication here for creating the access policy for Bob. This was just Enrico generating the text data. And so now Bob is able to take that encrypted data that Enrico produced, gets it re-encrypted, and now he can decrypt it using his private key and glean any insights from it. Some graphs here just to show it. And one thing to note is that Alicia actually doesn't have to be present for Bob to have access to the data because she already granted a policy to the NuCypher network. So you can see some re-encryption happened, some re-encryption requests happened here, and these were the results of those re-encryption. And so that's our demo. Feel free to check out more at nucypher.net.